Hello, hello, hello. Code red, code red. Boop. 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 It's time. It's time. You are here early. If you're here in the stream, you are here early. We are now just waiting for the drop. Anytime now. Oh shit. Hold on, I want to post a meme. Okay. Y'all ready, bro? Are you boys ready? Prepare yourselves. I hate that I have to do this every time. Yes, ma'am. You did. Drake, you did. Oh, it's a puppy. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know if I should start playing the songs to get hype. Or we should just stay in silence. I think silence is good for now. I want to be ready. No, 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 no. Bum, 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 bum. Brum, 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 brum. Oh shit. Who's in the club hitting the slide? Get the 6-4. Oh fuck. It's time, bruh. Y'all ready? Wait, is it not time? Come on. Come on! Oh shit, Axe Stream. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go. Come on. Spilling tea. Ow. My eardrums. Damn, even after Drake drops, he can't get a lead in the poll. Damn.
I'm completely 100% biased to everything West Coast, and that's just my brand. And also, for all the people that knows you, when I say West Coast, it's not me uniting the coast against fucking New York, and it's not me uniting. It's not Voltron. We're not the fucking Avengers. It's just literally, and I explained this to Elliot earlier today. When I say West Coast, it literally just means amen. It means for sure. It means bet that. You know what I mean? Word, or however y'all would say it on that side. So whenever I end shit with West Coast, it's not like, yeah, everybody fuck them niggas. Like, that's not what I'm saying. So when it comes to this specific thing, though, I have been completely biased because you've been biased. And not necessarily in to counter what your biases, but these are my homies, and I didn't see anybody else standing up for us.
Yeah!
From a media standpoint.
Do you think
we all
so?
know, like, I mean, from a media standpoint, who else has really gotten the street?
Well, maybe not on a bias level, but I feel like the majority of like all journalists that covers hip hop, especially the ones who've been around for a while, you know, it always, and this is how I viewed it, it always felt like they preferred a artist that was more to that quintessential traditional concept of an MC like a Kendrick Lamar, as opposed to Drake, the guy from Canada who has had this like like non-traditional run that's also a half a pop star. Like I feel like people have always respected the traditional MC over this new guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I remember there was a time that it was almost blasphemous to say that Drake was one of the best
I'll be right
rappers
back.
ever. Like, or to even compare him to even a Jay. And I remember like I used to start throwing him in my top, like, you know, my all-time top, like, you know, top 5 list or whatever. And I remember a lot of journalists, shit, even on Everyday Struggle, people were like, yo, your list is kind of like whack for even having somebody like that in it. But I think over time with his consistency and, you know, with his dominance, people accepted it. So, you know, I've never thought that he was the favorite by even journalists or like our most media personality perspective. So, yeah, of course, sometimes I'm loud and vocal, not only because he's my favorite, because I'm like, hey, in this battle, right? You know, I said this to Carl Cherry today. I said, Carl, even though he's been more popular don't mean you're the favorite. He was the underdog going into the Meek battle because everyone kept saying Meek was the guy with nappy braids who used to rap on the corner. This other guy was the guy from Degrassi who, yeah, he does some great songs, but battling is like, it's almost like it's in the DNA of an MC, right? It's in the DNA of the culture. And I do think that people always thought that Drake was just too much of a pop guy.
Yeah, Bid, you fat fuck. And guess what? No, I'm hating. But what was the knock against Kendrick? He's not battle tested. He never battle rapped. And what was it back then? Meek Mill's a battle rapper. There's the classic video of him with the braids on. Ooh, cinematic parallels. He's outside battling, man.
To really get the
Is that fair to say?
Okay, that's a really interesting point, and it's not necessarily that I respect it. I feel that, again, it's like me in media, right? My path to where I've gotten isn't traditional, right? Like, if my story of getting to where I got to in media was, yo, I used to carry crates for Sway, and then he, you know what I mean? I used to, like, be interning for him and, like, be his assistant, and then he gave me a chance on the radio, and I kind of proved myself, and I grinded up, and I did, like, 15 different cities bouncing around before I got a major chance. I think a lot of people would be like, yo, you've kind of earned your keep, right? When I look at Drake, I think people look at his non-traditional route, and it's not like, for me, I can't say I respect it less than Kendrick. I'm probably more identified with it than Kendrick because it's the non-traditional newer route that, you know, people might be a little bit uncomfortable with kind of co-signing.
No, I feel that. I get that. That makes sense. But here's the thing, though. So it's the same point I made to Elliot earlier, right? When you take that approach, is it fair to say like people are just satisfied that Drake took the fade, right?
Yeah, of course.
People are like, oh, you know what? Drake went outside and caught the fade in the street. Cool, right? But the only time, and this is an interesting, I want you to just really think about what I'm about to say. The only time, well, at least where we from, the only time you get credit for something like that is when people have doubt of your ability in the first place. So if Academics is gonna go fight Mike Tyson, if Academics is gonna go fight Mike Tyson, right? And Academics is seen as the underdog, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. That being said, if he's seen as the underdog, people are going to be like, at least he went outside and took the fade. They're not going to look at it like, oh, they're not going to look at that same perspective as Mike Tyson. They're going to be like, Mike Tyson went outside and fought Academics. They're not going to look at it like that because they automatically have doubt.
I'm following, and then okay, I'm following, and you're making sense. Go ahead.
Okay, so that makes sense. So that being said, when they look at Drake in this whole thing, a lot of people are looking at him like, oh, at least Drake went and caught the fade. The only reason why you might feel that way is because you automatically have doubt in his ability to perform. Does that not make sense?
Not necessarily his ability. Well, not at this point in his career, right? Like if Meek had beat him, I would be like, yo, this guy's, you know, as he said, yo, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Like, I would have said, yo, the half rapper, half singer just at least pulled up for the fade. I think at this point, we kind of look at Drake after a few battles and like, it's no way you could be like, oh, we're just glad you took the fade. You know, like, Drake has kind of proved himself over years. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, Common. I mean, him and Joe had a little small skirmish, even though some people said, he could have continued with Joe. He didn't. Pusha T. Of course, Meek Mill. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. And this is why, people can call me biased all they want, but this is why I kind of ride with my favorite rapper. And it's not like, when people it's like basketball. Like, if you like LeBron and you feel he's fearless, like you like what he represents. That's how I kind of look at Drake. He's never ducked a fade. So if maybe it was early on his career, but like, damn, at least he fought. Like now, actually, of course, Kendrick, who we look at as being so, capable and competent. Yeah, of course, him just sparring with Kendrick is like, yo, I told you my guy's like that. But if he had ducked Kendrick and I saw him squabble with everybody else, I would have definitely held it against him, right? I think Kendrick is just off a level that as long as, and this is my demeanor, I could be honest about it.
Let's go!
I just don't want my guy to get embarrassed. If this ends with a bunch of 10-9, no, I'm serious. If it ends with a bunch of 10-9 rounds, and you don't want of those joints where you could argue it to eternity on who really won, I'm cool with that. Because
I'm sorry, Ag. It's not a 2-1. It's not a 2-1 2-1 Lux, 2-1 Cali. It's not happening. All right? It ain't happening. I don't know a damn thing. However, I think this shit is not, however this ends from this point forward, it's not going to be a debate. So, I
don't know if either or will deliver the knockout punch, but if my favorite rapper gets demolished, it would make me feel and look away when I'm looking at him as a rapper. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand your perspective, but I'm just saying I don't want that to be misconstrued in the conversation.
What the fuck is this?
That's how people are looking at your boy. And the thing is, no one expected. Well, that's not true. You expected him to come out victorious. Is that a fair assumption?
Oh yeah.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
He was victorious.
I don't think the battle is done.
Come on!
I can tell you where I feel like it's at currently, but I absolutely do not think this is over with. And last night, I've said this publicly, I ain't sleep too well because I was one. It's me also being honest. I didn't know if Drake was gonna probably look at 3 tracks in a row by Dot and say, yo, he's doubling down on a point that I really don't even want to be fucking with. I have nothing to lose or nothing to gain, everything to lose. Let me just, I've kind of got my shit off. These are all funny. Let the people decide, but I'm out of here. When I seen him respond today, I know he's still in it to squabble. And that makes me excited because I'm going to be honest with you. I thought after those 3 Kendrick tracks, he was going to be like, I'm good. But nah, he's still in this, which you know what this means? Bro, this shit is nowhere near over, at least on his part, because, it's either one of these guys got to bow out or we got to get a knockout punch. Do you think this is over?
Yes.
I heard you say that on the Instagram live. Why?
Like I said on my live, I have it on the good authority that it's a wrap. And
y'all ready?
He's cooked.
Stand up!
Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean he's not going to respond?
You know what it means, Zach.
That means that exactly what I said. Quote it verbatim.
Come on.
He's cooked. He lost.
Come on.
That's what that means.
So you're thinking he can't drop a record that could change that opinion?
Now, if he continues to antagonize, then that's different. But if that was what was it, the hard part 6? If the hard part 6 is his response,
yes,
it's over.
Why? So
do you like that?
I thought it was a formidable
response.
Like that? Again, what are we putting that against? To me, I think Meet the Grams is a null and void song.
Come on.
That song is littered half with lies that was set up by Drake. He literally exposed it in the hard part 6. Yo, you bit the bait. I planned the bait. You bit the bait. That song is it's a fictional story. Like I remember listening to that song for the first time. I'm like, damn, it's almost like it's like this eerie bedtime story that Kendrick is kind of delivering. Yo, you got a daughter. Yo, this is going on. Now we get to find out Drake basically set all this shit up. I'm sorry. I thought that was a great chess move. Even though, by the way, I think Kendrick's making amazing chess moves as well. But how are we just saying it's over? Not Like Us. That is to me, that's a hit record. I think definitely a hit record for the West. I think it will go beyond the West. The Hard Part 6, I think a lot of people, include me, when it comes to like what we wanted to hear from Drake. Hey, you popped out with push-ups, which means you're probably looking to try to create bops already. We want to hear you rap. Tailor-made freestyle, you were rapping, but you used AI with Snoop Dogg's voice and Pac's voice. We want to hear you rap, right? And that's why some people were saying, include me, timestamp record. I think a timestamp record is still coming, but just like how Kendrick did 616 in LA, the Hard Part 6 is a counter. Why not?
Oh shit, Wayne slept with an underage Canadian girl.
I mean, here's the thing, bro.
What?
Up until today, okay? Up until the Hard Part 6 dropped, where did you have this battle?
Advantage Kendrick.
Where do you have the battle now?
I still may have advantage Kendrick still.
Okay. So I mean, what is there to do after that? I don't know. Like, I'm not even being funny. I swear to you, I'm not trying to disrespect you.
All right, enough, KT.
But have you ever been into have you been in a physical fight before?
Oh shit, he's saying, have you ever been punched? Okay.
When you lose a fight, or you're losing a fight, like, what is there after that? Other than violence, like what do you do after that? You keep fighting? Do you fight until the next morning? Do you what's the play?
Wait, but until about 4 days ago, Drake was winning the fight.
Okay.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about if me and you are having
I love
a
listening
fight,
to
yes,
right?
To act hard.
You're down on the ground, and I'm beating the shit out of you.
Yes.
And I clearly have the advantage, right?
Okay.
And I stop beating your ass.
Okay.
Do we continue?
Okay, no. At that point, the fight is over. So it sounds like you're telling me that Kendrick is bowing out.
Oh,
yeah,
he ain't
if
saying
Kendrick
shit.
stops right now and we have to call it, I'll call it for Kendrick. But I don't think Drake is done.
Nope.
Kendrick just dropped 3 in a row. Exactly. And also try to step on his release. I don't think the Hard Part 6, I think the Hard Part 6 was to nullify an angle that Kendrick was taking. You keep calling me a pedophile. You keep saying I'm into minors. I like these weird things that is just, as a man, that's just not even something you want to even be able to, you don't even want to, nobody wants on your jacket, but you don't even want to have to dignify that with a response. Let's get that out the way, but we still squabbling. I think Drake drops again.
If you think that's how it works, then I guess that's how it works where you from.
Okay, what was the knockout punch for you for Kendrick then? You tell me. Which one?
You just said. What did you just say about Not Like Us? What are the 2 points you just made about it?
I said Not Like Us is a record that is an activation of this back and forth that it brings it into. Yo, it's one thing you're just streaming the shit. It's another thing when you see parties and clubs going up over it. You see neighborhoods getting active to it. That's a hit, right? Now, I think it's definitely a hit on the West Coast. We'll see if it actually goes all across, the U.S., right? If they start bumping that shit in Atlanta, we'll see. What I'm trying to say
it's going to chart.
It is going to chart.
All these songs are going to chart, like if they put it on DSPs. But here's the thing. The first song that was like that was, okay, we get like that, but then Push-Ups was up that ilk. I'm not saying
Push-Ups is number 19 on the Hot 100 right now, projected. And what's it called? Euphoria is projected to be number 1 on the Hot 100. I want to remember that.
Push-Ups is not like us, but it was of that ilk. So you trying to tell me that if Drake right now on Monday morning, which Monday is like tomorrow, or let's say Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe even Friday, Drake drops a whole banger. You trying to tell me, and he's dissing Kendrick, and that's a club banger too. You're trying to say that the fight was over? Because what I'm saying is that Drake showed me with the Hard Part 6, he's not done with this issue yet.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, but I heard what he said on Family Matters. He said he was about to go on vacation, and then this must have been the quickest vacation. He dropped a day later.
So is he indecisive, or like, I don't understand.
That nigga's chatting. Hey, listen, until he doesn't drop, when he doesn't drop, and hey, you know me, I'm big with the countdowns. Hey, yo, it's been 3 weeks, it's been a month, this thing ain't dropped, he's bowing out. But
when do you stop the countdown?
Say again?
When do you stop the countdown?
When it's clear that this person, it's like a standing 8 counter. We're doing, yo, you got knocked down. Are you gonna get up, or are you and not only get up? Are you getting up to fight? Again, if he responded to not like us in less than 24 hours, what makes you think that he's done?
I mean, listen. As far as I know, it's over. And if he continues,
I feel like you're waving a white flag for Kendrick, because there's nothing.
I listened to the hard part, 6, and that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like he said, "Man, I'm just," It didn't. To me, it felt very, very like Dreamville Fest, like,
What? No, stop it. Nah, stop it. Hey. Hey, I'm glad you said going into this conversation you're openly biased, so I can't even say, yo, you're wild.
Well, no. My bias is I'm able to have objective conversation.
Are you kidding me? You think that this song was like the Dreamville apology?
Yes.
Well,
no.
The song is twofold, right? The first part of the song is him.
He got it. I'm gonna let him cook.
I think that you lose anytime you go on defense in the way that he's gone on
True.
defense.
Okay, that's a critique I have for Drake. I don't think
that'd be like if you do a whole battle rap, you forget. That'd be like if you do a third verse in battle rap, forget your whole shit and only come with rebuttals off the top of the head. And that's what Drake. Look, if you're really listening, you know what I'm talking about.
Should have addressed it, but I do think. Go ahead.
So when you go on defense in that way, to me, you're no longer the aggressor. And I said, I don't know if people were posting the tweet that I said when it first started. His best course of action is to go on full aggression. Full aggression. That's his best course of action. That's gonna fare best for him in this situation. He didn't do that. He placated the whole thing, was lackadaisical about everything. Thought it was jokes, memes, and you can't. That's not what this is. Okay? On no level is he gonna out hip hop that. On any level. It's never gonna happen. Okay. Now,
I personally think he could out rap him, out hip hop. He
didn't do it on the new song, so I mean,
might lend to other things.
You think that Drake can out rap Kendrick Lamar?
Absolutely. I would have never ever thought that he could beat the nigga in a battle if I didn't think he could out rap him. Of course.
Look at this chat.
If it's just
okay.
raps,
well,
yes. Now in terms of
fair,
go ahead.
To be fair, that's fine if you think that's your opinion. But we all used to shit on ourselves before we were potty trained. So what I'm saying is, if you think that Drake can out rap Kendrick Lamar, then I don't really know if there's further conversation, because that's a delusion, right?
All right, well, you're saying it's a delusion, but if we're actually and this is me saying that, yeah, I'm still giving a slight advantage to Kendrick. But Kendrick ain't winning just off rapping. The nigga is winning off saying you have a 11-year-old child, you're a pedophile. He's winning off of like really on some gossip shit. Let's be honest. If what Kendrick is winning off is two things: gossip, which are mostly lies, and secondly, hey, let me try to step on your releases.
He tried to forcefully finger one of my friends at Delilah's once. Whoa, Delilah. Delilah's. Ooh, whoa. Once she sees this tweet, she's gonna lose it. Mr. Dennis need. Alright, this could be just some clout chasing tweet. I don't know.
Which is outmaneuvering, just like Elliot Wilson just came on here and said. It's not that he's rapping so spectacular that we're like, oh my God, Drake, you cannot rap with this. Come on, do you really think that, brother?
I think that Drake is a dope rapper. I think that Drake is a dope songwriter. I think that Drake is he can be a dope MC. I think that he makes great songs and bops. Like I've said numerous times over the last month, just go make your bops, bro. Leave this alone. Leave this alone.
Leave it alone.
For you over here when it comes to rapping, when it comes to strategic movement. I'm not even talking, fuck the gossip and all of the, on both sides. Fuck all of that. I'm not even talking about that. I'll stick to what you and Elliot spoke about.
Be careful,
when it
y'all.
comes to
Don't think it's over.
The strategy, and when it comes to hip hop, it on no level
Be careful.
can you fuck with that. On any level. And that's not even me being biased. That's my true hip hop opinion.
And that's why I've always said there is a entire group of people that, you know, this battle is going to be decided in the court of public opinion. You have an entire group of people who think like you that always.
Oh shit, y'all talking in the
Drake
chat. My
can't
bad, bro.
rap with
Fuck.
Kendrick. Those people.
What's up? What's the word? Oh damn, you typed a lot. Oh damn. It is coming. Yes, it's coming. It is coming before Monday. Well, it is coming either today or Monday. I'm just streaming just in case. Twiggy, we get into some rap beef? Oh, do I have the song for you? Check out my diss to Drake. Flex bomb, let's go!
Trying to get low up inside of the bit, but it's time to get lower. Sprinkle my dick in the mouth, all of the side is about to come short. Whole city doing splits on them, it's a bird man, make them blow up. Training day, bitch, you Denzel, and I'm talking something too short. Ay, free name out your mouth, ay, that's just how it's going down. Yeah, take a fucking look around, whole circle, snitching, only red button pushing, it's your clown nose. Ay, take off your little blindfold, I done warned you a couple of times, bro. This a big creep, you done signed for. Now your shit leaking out your ass, got you doing dance till it come your time, bro. Snake-headed fucking freak, boo, bitch, I'm taking back some of your Chinese. Keep them off of myself, had to blame it on the black, and not then I'm back at the Chinese spot, chewing on the rap. I really feel like you the whole king. K Dizzle do it to him till it started snowing since somebody smoking. Watching my butt, baby Keem. I could leave some showers on you, baby, please. I'm a simple man, I don't need shit but some good music and some great weed. I'm about to clap it a Maltese, send me body pictures, it's just small things. Told y'all I was coming back ready. Whole block door fit unleaded. Get another little homophobe bar from you, dog. I'ma show you how punk set it. I'ma show you how punk set it. This cake will make you show up.
BBL Drizzy.
You can't top.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Come on, bro. Let's go. We demand an ultrasound. These folks are funny. All right, back to act.
People's minds won't be a different thing, or you thought he never could?
I think that Drake can't compete in Kendrick's game.
Okay, that's a whole different different ball game of what you're talking about. So, what's Kendrick's game, and are you talking about like his strategy, maybe necessarily, or his disposition towards a battle?
SoundCloud.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, and it's gonna come out anyway because I said it on the show that me and Elliot did. Okay. I used to believe that Drake was highly intelligent. I still think he has intellect. I used to think he was extremely intelligent. Okay. I now my opinion has shifted a little bit in thinking that he's more witty, cunning, and has intellectual prowess, but not necessarily an intellect. And that comes from the vantage point of just watching the strategy of this, right? Because it's still strategy. My homies, I'm not speaking for them, but these are some of the most smartest people I've known in my entire life when it comes to being intellects, students of the game, the way they study, the way they approach things, the strategy behind their strategy.
Is this the die release?
Everything is what you saw. It was a master class of strategy. Do you agree?
Strategically, Kendrick has been top tier. Killer.
Okay, thank you. So that being said, I'm not saying that in the quote unquote realm of any realm specific to this battle,
Part 6 in a nutshell.
That
Stop.
I think that when he allowed, and I don't know him, you know him, I don't know him.
Oh,
from the outside looking in,
right.
It looks like he allowed his ego to be baited into Kendrick's world in a hip hop battle, and he got outmaneuvered and outclassed.
You want to know who's not worried about the most interesting man in the world? the realest dude ever.
I think that
First date?
maybe the misstep is not realizing that because Kendrick is seen as the quintessential traditional MC, and you are not seen in that.
All right, I'll be right back.
You were never.
Be safe.
going
Watch
to
academics.
get
Watch the
same
kids. I'll
type
be right
of-
back.
I watched your Twitter all throughout this shit, and I remember the first tweet I had to make fun of because when Kendrick dropped like that. Remember, this is a featured verse. Like Drake is bombed on every nigga. Drake been literally giving niggas wedgies on tracks his whole career. I could load every gun with bullet and fire backwards, still won't lose a fucking rapper. He been telling these niggas, what up? Y'all niggas can't do nothing and you need me. Yo, you need me more than you hate me. He's been doing it his whole career. All right, bet. First person shooter comes, all good. Then we get like that. I've always said Kendrick great at moments, not great. He's great at moments. I didn't know at the time, is he great at disses? When he drops like that, everybody says, yo, is Drake gonna respond? Oh, Drake is shook. Keep in mind, the nigga who's never ducked a fade. Win, lose, or draw. He never ducked a fade, but now he was scared. I watched you even tweet after Drake dropped push-ups, and we're like, Kendrick, finally, you can't just drop a song, make a moment, and disappear. When are you gonna come to play? You know what you tweeted? Nah, man, cook food take long, this and third. And obviously Kendrick did drop, but this is the point I'm trying to make. The rules I've seen seem to be skewed and different when it comes to Dot than when it comes to Drake. If Drake had did some shit, if Kendrick had did some shit that had Drake rap about some fictional shit, and he had planted some shit that Drake made a whole diss song, say Family Matters was about a whole lie, some bullshit that just got planted, and Drake rapped about it, thought he got him, because that wasn't supposed to be a gotcha moment. Meet the Grahams was pretty much trying to recreate the story of Adonis, which clearly and obviously had Drake really fucked up at the time. Kendrick tried it, except he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. It didn't work, and he rapped lies and fell into Drake's plan. If Kendrick did that, people would be calling him a genius of the highest of heights. Yo, this guy's like, he's Einstein level. When Drake does it, they're like, whatever. What I'm trying to say is it's harder to impress the peanut gallery for Drake than it is for Kendrick. Kendrick, am I lying? Kendrick gets allotted more. He gets allotted more leeway. He gets applauded for less. And by the way, I'm not saying that to say he's subpar. He's done an amazing job on timing. He's also done a good job maneuvering and also realizing this is hip hop. Sometimes the lies can work, right? Hey, put it like this. He's painted a whole picture of Drake being a pedophile. Drake ain't no goddamn pedophile, but it's a salacious enough comment where, if people could find slight enough credence to it, they're gonna run with it. Yo, you killing Drake. Damn, let's make some memes about it, right? We get it. Yo, he has a kid. Bro, the nigga don't got an 11-year-old kid. It's a lie. Actually, Drake set you up to say the bullshit, and people still giving him credit. They're still looking for the kid like it's actually real. What I'm saying is that, for whatever reason, Kendrick gets a lot more leash in terms of he gets a longer rope to do what he wants to do. Drake is held to a different standard. Am I wrong?
Tell me why that is.
Okay. And it's multiple reasons.
And be honest.
Multiple reasons. I do believe that some people have had their issues with Drake and what he represents to the culture. I do believe part of it is also his success. I said to Carl Cherry today, I said, Carl, let me tell you this. So me and Carl were talking numbers today. And Carl tells me what Family Matters does first full day on Spotify versus what Euphoria did. Euphoria did 9.8 million. Carl, forgive me if I don't know if I know you didn't really want me to say the numbers, but Drake did about like 5 million or so. I think it's not final because he said he was going to get the numbers on Tuesday or whatever. Anyway, basically, Kendrick is beating Drake in his own game, which is numbers. And I said to Carl, Carl, remember when I was talking about Drake being the underdog, and you said Drake could possibly never be the underdog because he's the biggest. He's the guy who blah, 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 blah. How could the biggest rapper be the underdog? Well, how do we explain the fact that Kendrick seemingly, unless you're going to say Kendrick has bots, which I think that's Kendrick's angle that Drake got bots. How could you explain that Kendrick's numbers are surpassing Drake. And this is how I explained it. Both have their own fan base, but we have a whole group that are kind of just casual, neutral people. They have gathered to see the king fall. The king is Drake. They have gathered to see him fall. Tell me if hey, listen, I might be chatting, but we have to make sense of this. If this guy is supposedly the most popular guy and this is why he came, why everything seems to be more popular on Kendrick's side, I'm telling you, it's like a Floyd fight. Except Floyd, people are voting with streams. You see, Floyd wouldn't give a fuck if you came to root for him to lose, because he would just get the pay-per-view numbers. Here we see it differently. There's mad people who are hoping to see Drake lose, and even they might not even give a fuck about Kendrick, but they're tired of a nigga who's been atop of the game for at least a decade. We've never seen a run like this. There's 0 rappers who's ever been on top like this. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, Drake's run is unprecedented in music. Not limited to hip hop. In music, that's not debatable. That's a fact. That's okay. I have no problem with that. The problem I have is that's not what this is, which is why you've been on stream and you haven't slept. Because there's music dropping every Friday. There's music dropping every day, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah. Okay.
The reason why you haven't slept and you've been streaming nonstop is because this is not that. Can we agree on that?
No. Flush that out a little bit. Flush that point out. What do you mean? This is not what?
This is not just niggas dropping music.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So that being said, it's not comparable to a run, to anything else. Just like NBA is different. That's not the same thing. When you get in the playoffs, it's a different game. Can you agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what this is. This is playoffs. This is playing for the spot, right? Okay. Not even playoffs. This is the finals.
Yes.
This is not the same thing as a game, a pickup game at the fucking park. Okay. Can you agree to that?
No, of course.
Okay, so I don't want to convolute the argument when it comes to, his run and his success and all these niggas is clicking up. That doesn't matter. There's 82 basketball teams in the league.
Hold on. The only thing I'm going to add to that analogy, because I love the basketball analogy, you see, and not to shit, hey, listen, you got your bias, I got my bias. Hey, I think Drake got a lyric that says, I wish this was like basketball or something like that we could actually get rings, because we're living in this sport of hip hop and rapping is a subjective sport. It's like literally you have to look at, it's all about the court of public opinion. You know how many haters LeBron has? You know what I mean? If they had to vote if he wins another ring, the nigga would be ringless for the rest of his life, right? Because of, there's even resentment about how he's ran the league. What I'm saying is that in hip hop, there isn't like an official merit-based, did you win it or did you not, did you accomplish, especially when we throw numbers out the window. When we are talking about a battle, it's all about opinion. And then it becomes about, it's the majority opinion. And yes, that a lot of times favors the most popular person until the most popular person has ran the game for 10 to 15 years. I made this one analogy, and I said this to Carl Cherry too. I said, listen, let me tell you this. And it's not even about just the other rappers in the game. I said, go look at Michael Jordan's motherfucking Hall of Fame speech. All of his peers from that era showed up. Not a lot of them were smiling like, oh, we're so happy for you, Mike. You know what all of them knew that represented? When Mike won all them championships, he made sure a lot of niggas was ringless. They never got their time in the light. Their failures was why he was winning. Every time Drake #1 is why these other niggas ain't #1. And it's not only about just other rappers. It's the same with fans. Fans kind of get tired of the same nigga winning. It's the reason why, like, listen, okay, I ain't trying to throw my man Lil Pump under the bus, but like Lil Pump was, and again, I'm not saying like he was like some top tier rapper, but he had his time, and then those same fans moved on to another rapper. In music, naturally, it cannibalizes itself in favor of the new generation or the new youth. Drake is just an enigma who has lasted the test of time and lasted so long. I do believe that not only fans, not only rappers, but fans as well be like, yo, bro, I'm tired of this nigga running this shit. We want to see someone give him an L. We want to see somebody get him humble. And that's what I'm saying about us weighing this, because this is weighed in the court of public opinion. And people tired of this nigga winning. And here's the thing. Who looks better to the person who you could identify with, which is a nigga like Kendrick? He doesn't do too much. It doesn't seem like he's chasing fame. He goes away. He's a family man. He's very modest in all aspects from what we could see. He's someone that people could root for. Are you gonna root for the nigga with the jumbo jet, the nigga who's at courtside with the baddest bitch every two nights? He's doing everything that is just out of the ordinary that you can't even compare to. Of course not. So of course there's a lot of people that just generally, I'm not talking about Kendrick fans. Kendrick fans loves Kendrick, right? Drake fans love Drake. But there's a bunch of other people who's tired of this nigga winning.
I understand that. I don't give a fuck about him winning. I mean, I don't think that. I think so. Here's the duality of what you just said. You're a fan of hip hop, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hip hop is a sport of competition.
Yes.
Naturally, people are wanting whatever you have, whether it comes to success.
All right,
it comes
hello.
to a hit record.
Hold on, fuck academics.
We haven't seen a long time, so I thought with Drake, it seemed like, especially with Family Matters, regardless of whether it got, superseded by what came out afterwards.
That was still a good shot. Yeah.
He was
yeah.
And so to see him fall back like this, just pure.
Are y'all ready?
Like Joe Budden said, he has a reputation from running from real MCs.
Mm.
And he said that he can't do this again. And he was like, because if he does, it really affects how people look at him. Like, he'll always be Drake, but there will always be a line between the fact he cannot be the GOAT. And this right here, this to me.
Oh, now it's over.
Because this is because this was so public, because everybody's seeing, like, Variety's reporting on this song. And the people in the comments, you got old white people looking at you. Got Elon Musk being like, this nigga went outside.
Yeah, Elon Musk,
he got embarrassed on a global platform in a way that I don't think he's ever been embarrassed before.
Not like us might be the most embarrassing diss track of all time.
Yeah, no, he got a number one song calling him a pedophile. He didn't respond.
Yeah.
There's no, you can 100% glaze. He called him a pedophile on wax. It will go number one. And Euphoria will also go number one.
Mm-hmm.
He will get 2 number ones off of this.
You a 69 god.
3 if you include like that. 3, so it's 3 number one records. Mind you, Kendrick only had 2 before this, I think.
Yeah.
Now he's got 5.
Yeah.
And he's in the running. That puts him, I think, 3rd most for a rapper all time, or tied.
Yeah.
Like, he got a come up off of killing Drake, and very likely the next single he drops will go number one.
That's dropping tonight. I'm calling it. I'm stamping it.
It'll be aight. He's not dropping. You can believe in it if you want to.
I'm stamping it. I'm stamping it.
It's over with.
No, I think my call on how it ends.
Wait, music video though?
They do a Not Like Us music video.
Yeah, that's what.
And it just has Whitney in the family and Dave Free in it.
They saying Rihanna might be in it. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, what if it's a video of, like, everyone?
Oh my god.
Drake went out.
Yay in there? Wait a minute. Yay in the video?
Because at this point, it might have just been me and Free. Hard Part 6 wasn't good enough to respond to.
No, not at all.
It was shitty.
He sounded like he knew he was lying when he was rapping on that. That's what I felt like.
Why do you think Viet didn't post some lame bunker?
The compound has been compromised.
Yeah. Why didn't any of the other who was it? Was it Maul?
Oh no.
Some of the other podcasters. Yeah. It's not even that they backed down. They didn't know it was gonna come out because Drake had to cut everyone off because there's a mole.
Yeah.
Because there's a mole.
And the mole is Scissor. You feel me?
That's funny. As the time goes on, because I at least gave him the angle of okay, maybe he did leave it, but now as time going on, I'm thinking about it and just looking at how everybody else is talking about it. I'm like, he clearly no, because if he knew that song was gonna come out, he should have dropped immediately after Kendrick dropped.
Yeah.
Or at least the day after. He should have dropped before Not Like Us came out.
Yeah.
At least. He very clearly was not prepared. He didn't post any of what he had about Dave Free and Whitney that he claims that he has. Didn't post none of it. He wants me to believe, he told Ack on stream, Ack said that Drake called him and told him that the suitcase was stolen from Dennis. But it had all of Aubrey's names on it. And now he's saying that, we leaked it. We put was a mole. We put a fake mole out there that took that picture and gave it to him. But why did you tell academics at the start that and why would you give a bunch of fake pills? Like, you could have just leaked to him the order. If you needed to lie, that would have been enough. You didn't need to let us know you used Ozempic.
At all.
None of it makes any sense. Why would you have your receipt? None of it makes any sense.
Why wasn't the Heart Part 6 album cover like you and your crew like posing with the props, like joking?
Why didn't he respond to not like us at all until the speech at the end?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, why didn't you tell us, like, okay, if you did that, because, and that's another thing, why I don't believe it, is because I know Drake, like I was saying, like, I was a Drake stan. I feel like you niggas know Drake too, because it don't matter, even if you wasn't a stan, you know Drake music, you know how he is. And Drake was in that video popping off with them Pharrell chains.
Yeah, he did it all.
If he knew that he had that info, he would have been popping off with the nigga. He would have recorded that nigga Kendrick's people on the phone, just like Pusha T. Because when Pusha T had that info, he recorded. He had the phone call recorded, remember, and played his people. So I just don't believe. I don't believe that
they would have had a whole scene of them setting up the props in their in that music video, if it was a setup.
You telling me you did a whole music video? You found the van for Good Kid, Mad City, crunched it up. Michael J, you did all of this.
Like, come on, man.
Have the I don't believe
he's just moving like he's behind. That's what it sounds like and looks like.
Yeah, and
the music,
it just didn't feel. No, go ahead, bro.
Well, I was just gonna. I feel like in time the music video is gonna just like age. That might be an even bigger slip up than Taylor made, because they put so much time and effort.
Yeah, the cinematography was good and everything. They had a snake hallway and shit. I was like, look at the camera angles.
They spent half a week on a music video.
They had to look for the van. It was like, we gotta get the right van. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they didn't even get the right van.
I believe they
didn't even get the right van.
From Like That came out, I believe he was working on that. Maybe he was adding and twisting, because it's 3 different songs. Maybe he added and twisted to it a little bit here and there. But I think he's been working on that one. I think that was one of the first tracks he worked on and just kept adding to it. And that's why it was the kill shot, because he built it up over time, and he took 3 tracks and he put them on there. And he thought, 3 beat switches, 7 minutes.
Just like him,
I'm gonna put the lyrics on there so everybody can read them and make the captions and the memes out of them. He absolutely believed that. Then said at the end, "You're dead," and left. He thought it was over with.
He went on vacation.
He said it again on this one. He's like, "I'm going on vacation." He really sounded tired this time though. Like I think he's really done writing.
Because I think that's why I think this is the last one.
Yeah, he sounded.
Because he's and
it's at least the last one from
he's
him.
Upset. He's upset because
I'm upset.
He cares so much.
So.
He cares so much that people, but really for Drake, he cares so much that people like him, and never like to have 2 different diss songs to him, 3 different diss songs. Go number 1, be the biggest rap songs of the year. Very unlikely he makes the biggest. He got beat by didn't beat him with the bars. Didn't beat him on social media.
Close.
Didn't beat him on concepts. I think he didn't beat him on beats either. He got fucked over on the beats.
He didn't beat beats either. I mean, he absolutely lost this beef.
Everything.
And for him, that's why I say, like, I don't believe this is the end of it. You say you think it's the end of it for him. I don't, because Drake cannot live with this.
If Kendrick drops again or the music video or something, I think he might get. I
don't think Kendrick will have to even drop anything. Kendrick goes dark for a few. I think Kendrick goes dark. He just works on his album.
True, because Drake is insecure. He might freak out.
Because Kendrick knows Drake too. I'm sure he know him better than we do. And I'm thinking it. I know Kendrick is definitely knowing like this nigga not gonna just let this slide. You're not gonna let this number one because you know the first weekend because Euphoria's gonna go number one first.
It's all
No, then the next one gonna go number one.
Damn.
Not like us.
I think because those tweets that are saying like it's either gonna be Euphoria or the $1 Million Baby,
yeah.
that's referring to like the like next tracking week, basically before Not Like Us. Because
it's for Tuesday, right?
Have, like 3 days of
or
tracking.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's still the fact that it has a chance.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Not Like Us 1 and then Euphoria like 2 or 3. Because Euphoria is gonna jump up like 8 spots.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna go number 1 off of the like 3 days of tracking.
No, but isn't that what's projected? It's like number 2. What do you mean?
No, because that's talking about like next.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
like not the chart. That
I thought it was wild for 3 days.
Like 10 days.
I thought there was no way that's possible. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because all those tweets like don't have the Not Like Us numbers, but that one.
Me and Brave and
that one.
Hilarious.
The numbers on that song are gonna be ridiculous, and it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Cause like Euphoria will like stay a little bit, I think, as far as like performance, but Not Like Us is gonna like stay.
I think it could go
like into the summer. Yeah.
And he's gonna be very in that one right there because they show like the Timberwolves, like you show like basketball players are dancing.
Not Like Us is gonna be outside for a minute. It's going to be outdoors. Yes.
He's not gonna be okay.
I said that shit. I said when it dropped, like, oh, this is gonna be like a San Diego Chargers 49ers promo commercial type thing.
Yeah, literally. They Not Like Us, like, because all you need is that.
That's what that is.
Wow.
And he's not gonna accept that. And you can already see the sports teams are already using it. The Dodgers already used it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like
somebody was saying like oh that's like people think like oh like the information drops are the nukes, but songs like that are I thought was nukes, like good ass diss records, like that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean it's
not an information drop.
I think the idea was like you want it to be both, and I think in
like
the perfect world, Family Matters like could have been that.
I think Kendrick has a song in the tuck where he was gonna really go in. And he didn't go for it because he clearly was just like,
yeah, he's supposed to have a years old song. I don't think we heard that yet.
Yeah. So
all I'm saying is, who remembers that it was leaked a few days ago that there would be 10 of them?
Yeah.
He said,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Man, they had all kind of
said
rumors.
that. I was
They
like,
had all kind of
no.
rumors, bro. I don't buy that. I don't believe most of that.
When he said that plus 5, I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I made that in the style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5.
I was like, ain't no way he really got 5. Oh,
That,
don't do this.
10 recorded songs, I don't know, but 10 written songs, I could believe that.
When he said,
well, because I mean, he wrote like a vast majority of that after Family Matters.
no, yeah,
Like
and that's
he made that song was made in 12 hours.
Damn.
That was the other thing, and the reason why I felt like Drake kind of tapped out was because I think it dawned on him straight up, Kendrick, and this is gonna
Can't
sound
write
like
as fast.
hard.
Oh.
He can't write as fast as Kendrick can. Kendrick very clearly like, and this was one of those examples of like, I don't, obviously I always felt like the gap between Kendrick art and Drake artistry wise was big. Lyrically though, in my opinion, before this, I always said like, I don't actually think it's that big of a gap. It's just that they choose to do different things.
I'm on you.
It was the Jay-Z and Nas thing to me. Where it's like, well, if Jay wanted to rap like Nas, like Jay said, he said he could rap like Common, but it's just what but like this though, no. Was not close. He can't rap, can't write as fast, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it like even this. He had
not now. I don't think he would do that now.
He had 2 more days and couldn't put a song together that could compete with Not Like Us, which was really
It's crazy to me.
And he had 3 different songs. Family Matters was 3 different songs, and he couldn't compete with Euphoria, which was 1 song.
I think he recorded.
Family Matters.
Yeah.
Well, just because, like, yeah, I think it's so evident the amount of help that Drake gets is more than we thought.
Yeah.
Because Hard Part 6 was probably the only one that he's written by himself because he had to kick everyone out.
The lyrics are like, better than that.
It's horrible. He's just saying everything he said on Family Matters, but less clever.
Yeah, it felt like that.
Horrible. New.
He's saying completely different things, though. What are you saying?
What was different? What did he say was different
about Family Matters? He denied the allegation.
Family Matters. Oh yeah, well yeah.
No, Family, not Family Matters. The Hard Part 6.
Yeah, the Hard Part 6.
Crazy title.
Yeah, he denied the allegation. He said Kendrick.
I meant like the
oh, see this is where the puppetry comes in that because the niggas
you're not listening.
Got a timestamp right now. Niggas are like, oh, he got a timestamp right here.
Wait. Yo, that's what I was gonna say. Even that part is an example of what Bo is saying. Because he didn't even come up with an original title.
Yeah, it feels frantic.
He just copied what Kendrick did.
Yeah.
With the timestamp thing. He didn't even try like you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
saying. I see what you're saying, and I feel like that's a subjective thing, you know.
I think the Hard Part 6, all the verses were written.
Yeah, I don't think it was a repeat or nothing like this. Was a return. This was a he was addressing everything. He was addressing everything that happened. He added more disses. He said like, "Oh, you got molested. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Your baby mama and
young.
Fuck with, I'm not. That's not my. Listen. That's not my point. I'm saying like. I'm talking about what Bo said. He just said the same things in a different way, but he said like a lot of different things.
Yeah, and the worst.
I think a lot.
Oh yeah, he definitely lost. I just listened to the song. He's raining at the end here. All right.
Oh, the rambling at the end. Embarrassing.
He was very upset, and that
upset
me. That bothered it. Like no matter how I feel.
Y'all niggas are watching them spiral out of control. This is his crash out era. This is the crash out Drake era.
Hey, everything before the speech at the end, I'm sure. 100% was written.
In me is more hurt than anything in this because like this feels worse than push. Like Bo, you laughing, but I'm dead ass. This really hurt me more.
I get what you. Yeah.
Nah, this is fire. Free.
I understand that because y'all looking at Twitter and shit and seeing like, oh, they.
I really don't give a fuck about them Twitter.
Oh, well, y'all looking at KPT.
As a nigga who love Drake,
like
I love that nigga. I used to look at those like I used to be in middle school.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. All right, I'm not gonna talk at the end like I wanted. So cringe. Oh, Joyner did it to who is Lanes? I don't even know what that is. All right, I gotta go. I need to edit videos and I also need to cook on things. It made my whole body clean. All right, bro. Large fucking guy. What's up, man? Love you, bro. Haha, we back. We are back. As soon as I end the stream. Tory Lanez. Oh, fuck. You're right. Wait, I didn't know they... What? I didn't even know they beefed. What the hell? Tory Lanez. Oh. My mic volume was really high. I'm sorry if I was blowing out eardrums. All right. I gotta go. Love you.